everyone, welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making an extreme lemon bundt cake. So let's get started. You're going to want to get your ingredients together so they kind of get to room temperature, the ones that have to stay cold in the fridge. You're going to start out with a cup of butter softened. You're going to get 4 eggs out and let them get room temperature. I did that the night before. Then I left my lemons out. That way they're easier to juice and you get more juice out of them. I have a cup of buttermilk here. I just poured it. I'm going to let it just sit until we're ready to use it. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to grease and flour. Now when you grease and flour, you have to use Crisco. That's the only way I ever have gotten cakes out of the bundt pans. I do not ever use Pam on my pans like these because it gets like a sticky coating on it and it'll ruin your whole cooking pot. You'll have to throw the pan away. But you do whatever you want to do on that. If you're not worried about your pan or if you used it before, go ahead. I just personally like to keep my pans in really good condition. So you're going to start with 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of butter. And we're going to mix it until it's light and fluffy. And when I say light and fluffy, I mean very light and fluffy. Don't skimp on this process when you're making a bundt cake or a pound cake. You really, really need it to be light and fluffy, because that is the base to your whole cake. Alright, so the creaming process can take anywhere from 5 minutes up. You have to make sure it's 5 minutes at least. And I usually let mine go a lot longer. I like it will be white when I'm done, okay? So while you're mixing this, just start out gently. While you're mixing this, let's get our other ingredients together. You're going to need, in a separate bowl, 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to whisk that together. And the reason we're whisking it together is because you don't want like clumps of salt or baking soda or baking powder that's not mixed into the whole cake. This just ensures that everything gets mixed together. Then you're going to need to zest. Now when I say zest, do not get the white pith underneath the skin of a lemon. You're going to zest enough lemons for 1 tablespoon of zest for this, and 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of zest for the rest of the recipe. So kind of judge. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, and then you're going to need, I broke this all down so it's really easy for you guys, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice for the rest of your recipe. So kind of just judge. And then you're going to need 4 eggs. So I'm just going to let this whip until it's light and fluffy. Alright, mine is nice and light and fluffy. That's what I'm looking for. And you can get it to the speed to where it's not flying all over and just walk away from it and let it be, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our eggs 1 at a time. Get that in. Last one. Make sure you wipe off your beater every now and then. Now we're going to add our lemon juice, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And a tablespoon of zest. Table-zoom. I may not be able to talk, but I can cook.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Alright, so we're going to mix that in. Just go slow because the lemon juice will fly all over. Oh my god, this smells like spring.
Does it?
Oh.
No, that's because the window's open.
Oh. Alright, now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our flour and our buttermilk. You're going to put a little bit of flour in and mix it. Then you're going to put a little bit of buttermilk in and mix it. And you're going to keep alternating, but you want to start and finish with flour, okay? Just go slow. Mix that in really well. Just don't overbeat it at this point, okay?
Remember, go slow when you're adding your flour. Otherwise, you end up with the flour cloud, the flour cloud flying all over the kitchen. And
Yep. That's why I just keep starting and stopping it at first, just so I get it mixed in. Right, now I'm going to scrape again. Now, if you're not really keen on the zest of the lemon, which I'm not, you could just put it in the cake and not put it in the rest of the instructions. But I suggest you try it this way first, because I think you're going to find you're going to really like it. Did I do?
you're at flour again.
Okay. It's okay. As long as you end with flour. Okay, I got enough in there to end with my flour. I'm pouring the rest of my buttermilk just slowly. I'm going to add it. Just going to kind of drizzle it in. And as you're drizzling it in like this, it doesn't splash all over. And I'm going very slow. Now we got to kind of watch because the batter's getting rising a little bit.
The batter getting thin.
Yeah. Oops. Alright. Let that mix just for a second. Scrape it down, and then we're going to end with our flour.
It smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just cut a whiff of it.
Alright, now the rest of our flour. And just mix it till it's combined. That's perfect. Okay. Now, clean off your beaters. You'll see some zest is stuck on your beater. Throw it in. I'm going to do one quick fold type stir just to incorporate that.
And that'll also make sure that the sides and bottom of the bowl are clear.
Right.
I've been sitting in this kitchen too long.
Alright, so here we go. Let's just get all this mixed in really well. Now it's kind of a thick batter, and that's what you want for either a pound cake or a Bundt cake. It's going to be pretty dense, okay?
It's
This
not like,
is perfect.
not like an angel food cake that's light and fluffy.
Right. an angel food cake, it's light and fluffy from all the egg whites.
Yep.
And corn, cake flour. Okay, let me get my pan.
Did you know that I like angel food cake?
I do. Alright, so I just got this brand new pan. Eat your heart out, girls and boys. It's the Paris Hilton pan, and I'm just going to give it a try today. I really did grease and flour this really well. You don't want big clumps of your Crisco in there, but you want to make sure you get every spot. Then you put your flour in, and you're going to have to go like into a light, because I did, but go like this, and if you see any spots that are like shiny, you need to put a little bit of Crisco and a little bit of flour on it, okay? So I'm just going to start putting this in. I just feel safer putting it in this way because it's very narrow.
And just dumping it all over everything.
Right.
Can't believe how nice it smells.
It's beautiful dough.
Yeah. Dibs on the first taste.
Okay.
While you're getting that ready, I got something else to do. So, for you to bang the pan on.
Huh?
Want me to turn it, make it easier for you?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
I'm just filling in.
That's gonna be a big cake.
I think this is a 9 or 10 inch Bundt, so it'll be pretty big.
Didn't say anything about what size it was on the
Yeah, I looked it up.
instruction pan
I looked it up.
or instruction paper.
I looked up because I like my people to have all the information.
Oh, you're Miss Google, huh?
Yeah, just ask me. Or Alexa. Okay, now, you all know what I'm going to get at if you watched me long enough.
The offset spatula. I'm surprised she doesn't have an apparatus that's like up her sleeve and she just flings her arm out and it's in her hand.
Actually, can you get it the more flat one? Because the one I have in here is
Oh, yeah.
not flat.
This one?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Oh, I touched the spatula. I touched
Right,
the
now
spatula.
spatula. You guys have to get one of these and get a good one. They last forever. Now I'm just gonna do this so it's all even.
Part of that's her OCD kicking in. Don't let her kid you.
For sure. For sure. Just trying to get it into that point so it looks nice.
Once you bounce the pan, it'll go in. It'll self-level too.
This is so airy and light. I can hear the light air bubbles in it just when I'm doing it with the offset spatula. Okay, that looks good. Right now, you're going to want to pound this on your surface to get the air bubbles out of it. Alright, now this is going to go into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes or until toothpick comes out clean. Alright, once your cake is done, you're going to let it sit in the pan for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're going to flip it out. Now, you might want to take like a knife and go around the edge to make sure that it's all broke loose, especially in the middle here. Then you're going to flip it upside down, get it out of the pan, and you're going to let it cool completely till we move on to our next step.
Okay, now it's time to flip our cake. I get to flip it because, you know, Kat's afraid she'll break it or something.
No, you got bigger hands to hold everything.
I'm stronger.
Let's hope it comes out.
Okay.
If it don't come out right away, we can kind of let it sit maybe like that and let it cool a little bit longer upside down.
Why?
Oh my God.
Why do I have to do that? Oh man.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Let me set this over here and bring the camera over for you to see it.
Holy moly, that looks amazing.
This came out better than most of the other ones have.
That's beautiful.
What do you think, guys? Looks pretty good. It smells wonderful. So we gotta let it cool completely, and then we'll move on to the
Frosting.
drizzle or frosting or whatever you want to call it.
Now once your cake is totally cold, like mine is, you're going to whisk together 2 cups of powdered sugar, 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, and a teaspoon of lemon zest. Now I added a lot more than 3 to 4 tablespoons of lemon juice because I want mine to be more of a drizzle than a frosting. I did not add the lemon zest to this because you're going to need a 1/4 cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of lemon zest mixed together. I think that would have been too much lemon zest for our liking, but if you like the lemon zest, go ahead and add it. What I did do, and it's not in the instructions, you don't have to do it. I took the sugar, the 1/4 cup of sugar and the 1 tablespoon of zest, and I put it in the food processor and rolled it together for a little bit. I wanted more of a fine sugar so you're not biting into big chunks of sugar, and I also wanted the zest oil to get onto my sugar so it's really lemony. So what I'm going to do is I have a drizzling spoon here. You don't need it. You can just use your whisk. But I'm going to try and do it on just the rings. But we'll see how that works. So. Well, that looks beautiful. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take my time and do this.
And we'll be back.
Alright, I changed plans. I just put glaze all over it because it didn't look like enough glaze per portion of the cake that you would get. And then you're going to take your sugar and your lemon zest and you're just going to sprinkle it over. Make sure you get the inside of your cake.
And you got to do that while the glaze
is wet.
Otherwise it just rolls off.
Make sure you get it at the bottom too. You might kind of just have to toss it on a little bit, depending on what shape your cake is. Okay, this looks amazing. Alright, so there you have it. Let the glaze harden and it's ready to eat. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.